Hi guys! Alright, our journey for Fortnite no builds begins on our battle bus. It's typical for a Fortnite game. You normally will jump in, choose your landing spot, and let's go somewhere kind of creative for this, just to kind of show you some stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to get most of the interesting little bits and pieces from landing at these little legs here. I don't know. We'll see. So Fortnite typically is a game where whether on controller or PC, you build and you can play in solos, trios, squads, duos, I believe are the three. Oh, that's interesting. See? Okay, I've never really landed at these legs before, but the updraft there will throw you back into the air. Now we do have to fight others. Actually, this little building right here should be good enough. So now that it's no builds, there's no reason to destroy anything. You're not going to get any kind of materials like you would have in the previous Fortnite editions. But again, because it's no builds, you don't have to. And there are a lot of places like this where if you see that, you normally would have to build a little ramp to get up there, and then even then you may get like stuck behind it. But now the way it works is there's like a grappling mechanic, crouch, and move around like normal. But as you can see, like there in our bottom left, there is a stamina bar that goes up, and then when that's fully up, you can run, which you used to be able to run all the time, but something they've now installed is that. May be able to, nope, get in here. You can still destroy stuff just like you would in the build mode. You're just not going to get any materials for it. And as you can tell, this is where that jump area was, but because I'm lower on the ground, I am able to stand here. Just landing here is a bit different. I'm looking around to see if there's any hidden loot tucked away in these bushes, where when I'm fully in this, you are unable to see me completely. It's one of the strat metas, like the way to kind of play, because then you can kind of sneak up on people and play a little more strategically. People typically would rely on running and then building around them to protect themselves and whatnot. Okay, so you are unable to go in this side as well, but I wonder if this is the same as the other side. Now we did see somebody land over here. Yep, so they may have already looted it. These offer us ammo for guns, Other things to keep in mind is there is swimming mechanics, obviously. Those have not changed. The only thing that's really been instilled is the ability to slide, and then the climbing mechanics. Little other like niche things to look for is like you do have. Oh, I got both of them. Good. You do have little things like that where you're able to get additional health protection with the shields. Here's some more. I like to use those first, especially. I don't have any other heals yet, but those are great because then, you can't carry them around with you. You can't use them in the midst of a fight or, whatever you can see ahead of you. They should typically always spawn, I imagine, in these little areas. Let's go ahead and drop the firefly again. I haven't played enough to know if they spawn every single time. I do typically try to keep that kind of stuff in mind when I am going to be fighting or trying to land and heal up. Or I would love to have a little bit of shield before I fight. That's just, I prefer to be full shield and then have shields to spare. But I'm assuming this was already looted. In the game, you can also take fall damage, which, with it not being build, it's something you have to be a little more aware of. You used to be able to like jump off of something like this and catch yourself with a build. If you landed in a tree, you could catch yourself with a build, hopefully. You may still take a little bit of fall damage, but nothing dreadfully awful. But the beginning part of the game, especially in solos, it's typically you're going to be running around, maybe looking for a fight if you want one. Again, I kind of want a little bit of heals first. See? Okay, perfect. This is exactly what I kind of wanted to showcase. like I'm able to kind of have the jump on that guy because it isn't build. So he can't just throw up a little bit of protection around himself. There we go. As the game goes on, you will typically need to run around, staying out of the storm while you do so. So try to loot up with that in mind. So you have on the map beside, or at the top right, you can see the positioning and whatnots of where, you know, where you would like to go next. Oh my gosh, guys. I wanted the campfire. I tunnel visioned on it. I didn't even see her. No. Okay, all right. Well, that was no build. That was kind of fun, actually. All right. All right, so we got to see here a little bit of the end of our fight and the end of the game for us. Unfortunately, fortunately, it was a fun game. But thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something.